Okay, we're here in the makeup room. Glenn is currently undergoing a transformation into a 90-year-old man. And this week was Glenn's Facebook addiction has really peaked, and he had some...
I don't know why you say that. What does that mean?
I'm doing an introduction here, old man. Pipe it. But he had some great interactions, and Glenn called them God strikes on radio today. And so we're gonna talk a little bit more about those and what kind of effect those have had on Glenn this week.
So you started the week and you came in on Monday morning and you had written about it on Facebook over the weekend that you had this new thought about the election and where the country was going.
Wow, was that the beginning of the week?
That was on Monday morning. And you ended the week very differently, but we had some great political wins this week.
Wow, can I tell you something? Look at the difference the week. Look at that. It started with really kind of an apocalyptic kind of view and ends with a very hopeful view.
And it's funny that it's just
both still true.
And it was a couple of individuals that seemed to change your opinion.
Yeah.
I think one of the calls that got to everybody was Ed. And it always seems to be someone named Ed, so I don't know what's up with that.
9/12 Project, the guy was Ed.
It was Ed from Connecticut, and this time it was Ed from Massachusetts. So clearly New England Eds are registering.
Whenever we get a call from an Ed, we know a new movement is starting.
That's right.
Can you kind of walk us through what that was like for you to hear that call, given your own history and how few calls you take?
It was a little, I was actually freaking out a little bit because I'm not a, I'm not a
advice guy.
I'm not an advice guy. So what do I know?
Yeah.
And I just knew what he was going through. I could hear me in his voice many, many years ago. And, so I don't know. I was so freaked out about, I don't know how to answer this. I have no idea. But I was, what I was amazed at, to see all of the people on Facebook afterwards and all the calls and all the emails, and I was amazed at how many people who are either currently in that situation or are or have been in that situation related to him.
There was somebody that wrote to you last night on Facebook, Cassidy, and it had nothing to do with alcohol, but she seemed to really relate to...
She the girl from Fort Worth?
She's the girl from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
So we actually, if it's all right with you, she wanted to talk to you real quick.
You have her? Cassidy, how are you? How are you?
I am absolutely ecstatic. This is awesome.
Well, I'm sorry that I've got like this weird creepy skin wig right now to talk to you.
That's okay. I was totally eavesdropping on you.
That's all right. I think I read your Facebook letter on radio today. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope that was okay.
That was okay.
I
awesome.
Was really touched by your email, and I was going to tell Tiffany that I wanted to maybe look into doing a show and bringing you and people like you in, because I know what you're feeling.
Thank you. That would be absolutely awesome.
Yeah. So what's happening?
Not a lot. It just, honestly, I wasn't even going to post last night. I don't ever post. I don't do I lurk. I don't post. So yeah, I started getting comments and then emails, like constant emails last night. So I have to put this down. And I woke up this morning and it said, Glenn Beck commented on your post. Cool. Very cool.
That's great. That's great. I can't imagine what it, I mean, we moved to Texas to try to get away from some of this crap, and to sit there and see America called, the Pilgrims called Americans first terrorists, had to be a little shocking to you.
It was incredibly shocking. At first I thought she was joking because, I mean, this is a very conservative area, and she was a young teacher, but when she
What'd she say? How did that come up?
I'd asked because there were pictures of where the kids were doing art projects of Indians, and they had the halls lined up with pictures of Indians. And I asked about, okay, Thanksgiving's coming up, where's the pilgrims? And she said, well, we've explained to the kids that, the pilgrims were basically America's first terrorists.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I thought she was kidding. I honestly thought she was kidding. This was the same meeting that I had addressed with her, that my daughter came home and told me that I'm not allowed to teach her. Only her teacher's allowed to teach her. And
Do you remember this? This happened to me.
Gore.
This happened to me in Connecticut. A teacher told me that, and she said, "Mr. Beck," I said, "I'd like to get some textbooks so I can follow at home." My daughter was, I think, in 3rd grade, and she said, "Mr. Beck, you don't have to worry about that. We're teaching your daughter." And I said, "Excuse me, you work for me." You said that? Good for you.
yes, absolutely. And I think she was taken aback. I'm the mom that always sends notes constantly because my daughter will come home with these crazy things, and so I'll send notes to the teacher. Never really got response back from any of the notes. So I went in to speak with her, and then I was just completely taken aback with everything. And then I asked her about my daughter saying that I can't teach her, that her teacher said that. And she said, well, we discourage our parents from introducing contradictory concepts to our children.
Yeah, I object to you doing that. Oh my
But see, that's what
gosh.
she called them our children, as in the school board's children, school's children.
Wow.
Yeah. How old's the teacher, if you don't mind? Just not that it matters 100%. Just wondering how old she
I
is.
believe she's much older than me. She's probably 30, 32, somewhere around in there.
I'm telling you, there's real trouble. There's real trouble on the horizon. Well, you keep standing. We'll have Tiffany, continue to talk to you and, maybe have you out in the next couple of weeks because we're changing a lot of things.
Thank you for your courage. And thank you for reaching out. And it's a great way for Glenn to be able to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep posting.
For responding, that just totally made my day.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope to meet you soon.
Me too.
Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
She's sweet.
Yeah.
Glenn, you said this week that you think Facebook is the new TV, the new talk radio, and
The
we
new
kind of
telephone.
the new telephone. We just saw it right there. There's somebody that probably would never have been able to get to you without this forum. Why do you think it's so easy to connect on Facebook?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody else does this. There's people at Facebook that watch people like us because we have
Sure.
such a huge audience that we found out that Facebook actually monitors. I've gotten a call from somebody who said they're monitoring, what are you doing right now on Facebook? And I said, why? And they said, because the whole part of the company of Facebook is monitoring what you're doing right now. I'm like, that's a little weird, but I'm a public person, you know what I mean? A public thing. So, and I know that they're watching stuff that I do because they're studying on how things work.
Sure.
And so I don't know what other people do, but when somebody posts on my page, I actually go to their page and look at their page and kind of just poke around to see who they are exactly. And you can find out if people are sincere or not, or if they're just activists
Sure.
one way or another. But the sincere ones, even if they disagree with you, if you can just poke around on their page a little bit, you can go, oh, I know who this person is. And you can know them. I'm no longer at a disadvantage. I'm at a disadvantage whenever I meet people in the street because they know everything about me, but I don't know them. I don't know where they're from. I don't know what their family is like. I don't know where they live. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they like, dislike. They know everything about me. It's an opportunity for me to see a comment and then go, hang on just a second. Click on their icon. I can click on their face. Takes me to their page. I know everything I need to know about them. I mean, to be able to have an intelligent conversation back with them.
Yeah.
And it's, at least for me, it puts me at an even.
Yeah. I feel like you're in sort of the honeymoon stage of Facebook, Glenn, because obviously being being well known and everything, you haven't really dove into Facebook like most of us did. And when did it come out? When did it get popular, Tiffany? Like 2010 or 9 or something like that. But there's that, because I'm torn on Facebook because I love being able to stay connected with people, and it's great to see pictures of my friends' kids that I would never see and that sort of thing. But then there's the other side of it where it's just, you know, the bickering back and forth and these arguments that people get into, and like, but you see it in your feed, and it's, I mean, I guess yours is different because yours is a public figure page, but for a typical person on Facebook, there's a feed, and so I see, you know, what everybody's posting that I'm friends with, and it's like,
yeah. See, I have 2 pages. I get the feed. I don't even look at that. I don't even want to look at that.
Yeah, that's, to me, that's like the downside part. But it's always, I guess it's how you use it. But by engaging in it, you're going to see both sides, and it's tough.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, no.
And there's no reason to engage in any of that anymore. Yeah. Look at the good that can be done if we just start looking for the good. Mm-hmm. You know, look at what's happening. Look at, you know, we could sit here and argue about politics and everything else, or look at what Ed started. Mm-hmm. Look at what's coming. You know, Tiffany, because we've been working on it for over a year.
Yeah.
This is going to turbo all of the things that we've worked on for over a year.
Well, let me ask you what we like to ask you here in these conversations is, you know, you seem to have started the week fairly negative and ended it fairly positive. So I think that,
you know, what's amazing is I end the week the same place I started the week, which was, I still believe all the things that I believed at the beginning of the week. I still believe that we're in more trouble now than we've been in a very, very long time. I've had more disturbing conferences and meetings this week than I've had in a long, long time from people who are giving me information on things that we're in trouble. We're in trouble. However, there is an opportunity and a window that if we choose to take it and keep that window open of love and peace and understanding and don't listen to the crap. Let's just be better people. If we take that, we'll make it. We'll make it.